have much to share. I just have some UI updates to show off. I've been working on the
Yeah,
back end, but the problem is I decided like yesterday to make changes. But I'll talk about those changes. But let me go ahead and share my screen. Um, let's go with this. Let me know if you can see my screen.
okay, so you finally made the landing page, right?
Yeah, it's very basic right now. This is very much inspired by Novexa. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I love this. I love the gradient you used before in your previous one, Apple Sora. And so I was like, I'm just gonna I'm gonna get inspired and use it.
Copy paste.
With my yeah. I had a little different color change, but this color is probably gonna change. I might go with a green instead. But yeah, I'm actually using a legitimately black theme, dark theme, I should say. This is just a template video. I'm gonna put a demo here, kind of similar to what you did, Mario. This is just this is just a placeholder. But there will be like a little demo here. I have a little message, blah blah blah. Added. I don't know if I had this here last time. But yeah, just a couple UI updates. Nothing too crazy in terms of what I have going on changes wise. But yeah, I think the other week or so, looks like my server's down. Let me turn that on. But I'm actually thinking about switching to Vue, or well, I've been in the process of learning Vue, and I just can't do React anymore. It's just getting too messy for me. But yeah, I've been doing that. Backend servers down right now. But yeah, I just have a couple UI changes. Things are a little bit bigger, a little bit more
Yeah.
wider.
I have like multiple question, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
in the like last session, you like showed us this command center.
Hmm.
You showed us that, hey, this is my you like demo the Windows connection. You showed us like,
Hmm.
hey, I can take screenshot, and here I am like moving the window. You can see in the viewport. So that was like interesting. But last time, like I forgot to like ask the very important question, and that is basically how this everything is going to like set up. Basically, what I have experienced is that because as I told you last time that I also have like some kind of experience with these kinds of tools. So basically, there is some kind of application which you download on your like system. Then
Hmm.
with that application, you generate some agents, okay, and then those agents are then like transferred to the target machines, okay,
Hmm.
and then they like function like a spy on on the like system. They are able to like interact with the webcam, interact with the system. Everything is like in your hand
Hmm.
remotely,
Yeah.
and these kind of systems are used by security engineers also, and also like the bad guys, hackers also, okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
know.
basically, yeah, my question is that how is your process look like? Do you have also like maybe some kind of application that generates some kind of agents, or do you have something, some some other strategy that is like used to like connect this system with like remotely each other? So yeah.
Yeah. Answering that. So I have an agent program that I call, let me go, let me log out. So the name is right here. I have it. This is just like a project name, but so backdoor API is what I have the project name on.
Okay.
Uh, that is an agent program that you download onto the computer that you want to be able to remotely connect to from wherever. And
Okay.
once you get that set up and installed, which I don't have an installer for that yet, I haven't been able to build that project into like an executable in .exe
Okay.
or .dmg for different for like Mac or something.
Yeah.
But it would be an agent that you download, install it, register it, connect with the command center website and with the backend. register the device, and then from that point on, yeah, you'd just be able to log into your account and connect. But there's some other issues. Port forwarding. That's a thing. That's what the user is going to have to do at the moment. But I'm thinking about ways around that, where I have a setup remote proxy that kind of bypasses a firewall. That any machine that you install the agent software on, it will instead of having to go into your router, because no common user is going to want to even look at their router. They don't even know that you can do that probably. So I'm going to use a reverse proxy so that they can bypass any sort of port forwarding on their router, and it just makes it all plug and play. The goal is to make this all plug and play. I don't want the user to have to do very minimal amount of work. So that's a lot of work on me. So, but yeah, does that answer your question?
Yeah, that's like answers my question. But I have like another question, which is basically there is I don't know, like a term in the startup world or something like unique value proposition, if you like know this. So what basically it's a like it's a term used for, hey, for example, there is a platform named Upwork which is for freelancers. Okay, if right now I start my own freelancer platform which behaves and works exactly like the Upwork, then what's the unique value proposition that I am offering? Okay, so I don't in this case I won't have any like unique value proposition, because hey, I just copy pasted the Upwork, so there is nothing different with my platform. Okay, so my question is that what's your like unique value proposition that you think is like the game changer for the masses? Why choose your command center if there are other already really good like developed the remote access tools already developed on the market and available? So why choose your command center?
So I actually have a written one that I've worked with ChatGPT on for creating a value proposition. It's not that good. I'm not going to read that one, but I'll just kind of summarize why Command Center is what is the value of using Command Center instead of like AnyDesk or TeamViewer. And that is the one of the main things is that this Command Center and all of its agents and all that stuff, so it all works together, is that as a client, as a user, you don't need to install software to remotely access. Like for AnyDesk, you need to have the AnyDesk software. All you have to do is you have your remote machine, you set up the agent software on there, and then it doesn't matter. You can be on your friend's computer. You can be on any computer that's connected to the internet, log into the Command Center website, and immediately access from there. So there's no limitations of having to download a client software. It's a web app, you just connect on the web, on any machine and use it from there. And you get some cool features like downloading, uploading your files. So if your friend has a file that he wants, like let's say you're working on a project, like you can just upload your friend's file onto your machine, or your friend can download a file off your machine with given permissions and all of that. It needs to be secure. This is not that. Plus, if you are more of a technical person, you don't even have to use the remote desktop aspect. You can use the API aspect and send commands.
Oh, okay.
So you can send custom commands, or maybe you have a machine, or maybe you have a special software that has, like some sort of terminal commands that you can use. You can send it. You can command your computer to do that through Command Center.
Okay.
Because like if you don't need to use the remote desktop aspect, you can just send in API commands, and the terminal on the remote machine will do it for you.
Yeah, I like understand your
Mhm.
I should say the vision. So basically, you are like basically shifting the I should say there are like two things. Okay, the two important things. There
Mhm.
is one which is the like central, which all the agents in the world that you have spread are connected to. This is the like central hub, and you are
Yes.
like moving that hub to basically server some kind of that is always running. Okay,
Mhm.
and there are like different agents which will be like installed on different devices, whether they are like desktops or mobiles or everything that is like
Mhm.
digital, and there is a like executable for that thing. You would be like able to generate a executable for that specific platform, and
Yes.
then these are devices would be like connected to a central hub, which which
Mhm.
which I can access through any browser and any device on my phone even. Okay, so
Mhm.
that's your goal. And there is like other thing which is like, for example, there is a like very highly technical person, and he has a like custom workflow maybe or something. Okay,
Mhm.
so he would like create a certain kind of script. Okay, a certain kind of
Mhm.
script, and then send a script to the remote machine, and
Mhm.
then do some stuff. So that's your like vision. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
to give you control, the remote
Yeah.
control. That way you don't have to always be worried, oh, did I have all my files? Do I have did I run that program when I needed to? Is a server up? Also, like this is used to like for server management. So if you have
Yeah. Yeah.
uh an EC2, even you can install this on an EC2. It's worked. It works interestingly enough. You can manage your servers through there. Instead of maybe a different platform. If you like, obviously, but it's just all about giving you control. It's like trying to give you the experience of actually sitting in front of your computer, but remotely, as best as it can,
Yeah.
obviously I can provide. But yeah, it's just all about control and giving yourself the power that you have as if you are in front of it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That I got it now. I got it now.
Mhm.
That's a good value proposition, I should say.
Oh, good. I'm glad. And thank you for that question. That's a great question to
Yeah.
ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm shooting for. And I'm also trying to add in IoT devices, creating
Yeah,
sensors.
yeah, yeah. I was
Um,
coming to that part also. You
yes.
can create some kind of like custom SDK or something so that people can maybe create their own devices and like have some. For example, if I have a like I am a like I should say electrical engineer or something like that. Basically,
Hmm.
I know how to create electronics. Okay, so
Mm.
I create maybe for example custom like. Custom device for securing my maybe for example pet which is like I have in the backyard. So
Hmm.
I then like custom develop the hardware also and like custom develop the software also, and then with command center like do all the like reconnaissance and basically use it. So that's
Hmm.
pretty good idea basically. Yeah.
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 One.
Modular design. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the goals is to be more modular. One of the new things I created, actually, I forgot I even created this. I created notifications, and so I have this one sensor. The one IoT device that I have set up working. This is a little bit messy right now, but I have a notification sensor, and the sensor has an ultrasonic sensor, um,
Mhm.
and so when someone gets too close to the sensor, it reaches like maybe like let's say you get 50 centimeters, like you're within range of being 50 centimeters away from the sensor. It will trigger the sensor to take a picture, and when that picture is taken, it will upload that picture to a CDN and create a notification in like a notifications kind of like table, and yeah, and it will send it to this notifications, and it'll provide you all this. Oops, sorry. This is unfortunately the image is really big right now, but it'll send you a notification saying which the name of the sensor, timestamp as to when the picture was taken, and a message saying like the motion sensor detected something, and then it'll take the picture, and yeah, and there's my
Yeah.
dad right here. He's showing it to him, but yeah, and then you'll have like the the image, and you can like track this online. You can be anywhere, and you'll receive the notification and a picture, and you'll know what's going on wherever the sensor is, obviously. But yeah, I gotta resize the image and everything to make it a little bit prettier. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm shooting for, is having functionality like that.
Yeah, one like use case I am like thinking right now is basically if for example command center can like also be connected with my car. For example,
Ooh.
I go to a mall, okay, I go to a marketplace and I park somewhere, okay, and at that time there is a lot of room, okay,
Mhm.
there is plenty of space for parking, so I park my vehicle, I park my car basically, and then go into the mall something. So but I have like, for example, access to my like sensors of the cars, okay,
Mhm.
I have like access to the car's camera, okay, cars like and other sensors that are like important. So for example, if a like vehicle tries to park behind me, okay, behind my car,
Mhm.
and thus blocking the way out for the from the parking, okay,
Mhm.
so I can if like I have connected with your like command center, I can like get a notification, hey, someone is like parking and you won't be able to like escape the I
Oh,
should say.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
yeah,
cool idea,
yeah,
actually.
yeah, yeah, I am not able to, yeah. So that these kind of use cases are like really very like I should say beneficial. So
Mm,
yeah,
I
and
agree.
if in like last session I also like talk about if this technology gets like paired with some kind of artificial intelligence, man, the
Oh
the
yeah.
experience would be on point, bro, on point, best thing
Yeah.
ever. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, we'll see where it goes. It's taking a
yeah,
while since I'm the only one building this. But I love it. It's fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and so
yeah,
it's a passion of mine for sure.
yeah, great stuff, bro,
Thank
really
you.
great.
That's all I have to share. There's nothing more else. I don't know if anyone has any other comments or such.
Yeah, I have one last thing from Apolsor, is like bot. So I am like wondering how can I use his bot or something like for my use case, now that he knows my platform and he may be able to like assume what challenges may I like face in the future if like people start using it, how like his bot, for example, the thing I was like mentioning for the like the support system, okay, I want to like track the issues or bugs, whatever you want to say, I want to like track them. So can like his bot some some kind of like help me in that manner if he is like getting my point?
That would actually be really cool to implement. I have yet to do that, but what I can do is kind of have some sort of APIs so other platforms can interact with. So they could send, let's say, send a request to my bot. They could send the feedback information. Well, that triggers an event. So what I could do is send that information right to Discord, if that's what you're asking for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically like I was like wondering, man, if like people like somehow connect to my server and they like post their issues and bugs, I get notification and maybe somehow create some kind of tracking system also, so that would be like pretty like good. So
yeah, I could probably set up an API for that. I've never actually built an API before, even though I've worked with them, so I don't know how long that would take or how the process is, but I could definitely do that.
yeah, I am not like saying solely do this for me. If you like think your like bot can benefit with this like API
It will.
integration feature, yeah, yeah, so only then you should like develop for me solely. I won't like, I don't want to like force you or waste your like energy on this, because I know that you are also like working on your bot, and you have priorities for your own project. So that's why I am saying, if you like think this kind of feature makes sense for your product, then go for it. Otherwise, don't like uh put don't like go hard on it. Okay, that's my like point.
It makes sense because I'm already supporting GitHub webhooks. I might do issues as well, but for now it's just uploading. It's sending commits, latest commits, and the related data into Discord servers.
Okay,
So
yeah,
I could do that.
yeah, yeah, that would be
Nice.
like pretty good.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you guys for coming, sharing all your updates and all that stuff. I love it. I love having this community. It's great. It's too bad that Suhas and Khalil and others haven't joined yet, but yeah, just keep it going. Have fun
Yeah,
with it.
man,
Join when you can.
I was wondering why like you don't go live on YouTube. Like,
Yeah, I do want to eventually do that, but we need to get a bigger user base or audience base, which has been quite the challenge, balancing my work plus command center and also doing this.
because
It's hard. I
yeah,
need help.
yeah, because I was wondering, because when I like participated in the last session, and I clearly knew that, man, the session was like 2 hours long, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
And and you have to like cut the portions of that like session and post it on the YouTube. So why not like just smooth make the process smooth and efficient, and why not just like straight go to the Twitter and start live there. So then you would like skip the gap of like creating the basically doing the editing part short, cutting the whole session video and into splitting that. So it would like completely uh, remove this like
Yeah.
stage.
Does Twitter
So
does Twitter Circles or Twitter Spaces, whichever one it is, does that support like video? Because I'm pretty sure it's just audio.
no, it's just like audio so
Yeah.
far what I have like seen. So Twitter is just like the spaces thing, it's just the audio.
Hmm. Yeah, I do want to get into the live stream space so that we can have like a stream. That might honestly be probably better actually by default. I mean,
Yeah,
I'll still
yeah,
record it.
I think we should like wait, because if my platform like starts to work and it like poses an advantage for you,
Hmm.
then like you should like start so that people like can hop into your like discussion
Yeah,
directly. Yeah.
I like
So
that.
we should like wait. Yeah.
I like that. Okay. I definitely will have to look in more to doing the live stream. I think that's also more exciting. It's fun for everyone. I still like doing, the video editing and posting it on YouTube, as well as
Yeah.
doing the clips. Oh, actually, this is something I do want to share right before we end this. So Suhas created this for me, and I love it. Hold on, let me just. So he created these new thumbnail images for Incubator, and I think you guys will like it. Let me just go to YouTube real quick. I've updated the channel and everything to have this, so let me just share it with you guys real quick. Just get to the studio content. Yeah, here we go. Okay. All right. So he created these really great new. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should just show what he shared with me on here. Yeah. Okay, this is better. Okay, so he shared these with me. So everyone has like their own everyone can see this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I see that. I see that. Yeah.
That's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he created these for me, and so I'm gonna be using these from this point on. It looks way more professional, and it's great for the clips as well as the full videos. So shout out to Suhas. What a
Yeah,
guy.
great product. Yeah, great.
Yeah, thank you. So definitely we'll have to throw a tweet about this later. but yeah, this is how it's going to look from this point on. So yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I have a couple things for Command Center, if you don't mind.
Oh, absolutely.
So as you're able to connect without any limits or very few limits, security is going to be a huge thing to consider. So a couple of quick fixes you could do is you could kind of make users every time they log in to verify through email that it was them. Also, you could implement multi-factor authentication. So those are two quick fixes. I also have another thing about, okay, so here's the problem. Almost no one wants to leave their laptops on all the time. I don't know if you've heard of something called Wake on LAN.
No.
So what you could do, at least in a local environment, is what it does, it sends a magic packet to a computer. I think it might be shut down or sleeping. I totally forgot. I think it was shut down when I tried this. But you send a magic packet, even though your PC is turned off, it'll listen for magic packets.
No way.
Yeah, so I could literally turn on my computer through my phone. Yeah, at least in a local environment. Now, when you're doing this remotely, like from a different IP address, that might be a little bit more difficult to pull off. But yeah, just know that option is there.
Okay. Never heard of that. I've heard of like people having like an IoT device turn on their computer, but that's like a separate like device you have to contact, and then it turns on the power for the machine. But this is even better. You don't even need a separate device. You just have magic packets.
Yeah, the thing is though, everyone will have to enable it through their, I think, device manager or something. Yeah.
Okay. That's definitely something worth looking at. Definitely looking into that, as well as I have to do multi MFA. There's no way around that. I have to do MFA. Yeah.
I mean, you probably can write a script to enable that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not like you have to tell the users, hey, go here, click that, and enable this Wake on LAN, right? You just execute a script and it's going to help the users.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for that. That's a great.
And there's probably going to be a button on your screen that's going to just execute the script. That's easy.
That's so nice. That's great, actually. I'm definitely gonna. I have the wiki for this. I'm gonna look into this for sure. Thank you for that.